Can't believe what's going on in All-Star Wrestling, but it always gets interesting whenever Bruiser Costa gets back. Look at the ring at the moment. What you have there is Mike Edwards and Harley, the Knight Rider, all managed by Neil Drummond and Neil's little enforcer. And they've got a match against the A-Team, our second match of the day. The Atomic Kid and the Frog. And already Harley is asking me if they're the Robotrons, and frankly, I haven't got a clue where these guys came from. We saw them wrestle last week on All-Star Wrestling for the first time that I know of. Another one of these groups that have been put together for something. They wrestle pretty well.
Mr. Ed Carl, it's once a sheer pleasure to talk to me again.
Oh,
I have noticed a vast improvement in Mike Edwards, and I'm going to work with him really closely, and he could become one of the new Knight Riders.
Oh, really? That's right out of the mouth of Neil Drummond, so, you know, put that information with all the respect it deserves. Think of where it came from. A new and improved Mike Edwards. I think he's trying to sell laundry detergent here or something. Al Harley, the Knight Rider, having some words there with the referee, but walks back to his corner. In the meantime, Mike Edwards, the new and improved there, Mauro Ranallo, is coming back into the ring slowly.
Very, sure, Ed. New and improved Mike Edwards. New in the sense and improved that maybe he's put on another 20 pounds or so.
Well, he grew a beard. That makes him look better. I don't know what else has been changed.
Well, I'd like to say at this time again, Ed, that the Bruiser is back and battier than ever, and I'm sure he's going to cause a lot of excitement for wrestling fans all over the All-Star Wrestling circuit.
Well, I have to admit, you know, Bruiser's a little bonkers, but I have to say it. I think he's one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. He really is.
Never a dull moment.
So far out that it's just, you know, it's hard to take him seriously, but he can wrestle. You know, he made a comment that he's never been beaten. And I had to think about this for a minute. You know, I cannot think when he was beaten, or if he was ever beaten.
I cannot comment on that, Ed, because I've not seen the Bruiser in a long time, but when I did see him, he was never beaten, so maybe he has some truth to what he says.
Well, you know, they revoked his license. They sent him on a loser leave town match that was kind of rigged, and it got him out of town. But in a legitimate match, I don't think I've ever seen him lose a match.
Well, it's good to see him back anyways. Right now,
of course, over there in the corner, they've got one of the A-Team, and Harley put him into the corner, but Mike Edwards was starting to work his chain, Harley's chain around his neck.
Oh, the Frog takes a big knee into the small of the back. And Harley now into a full Nelson. Edwards gives him a double axe handle.
I was telling everybody last week that I've got a bit of a cold, and that's why the scratchy voice. And I can tell you with all the excitement, I'm going to lose my voice if I keep this up. Well, Neil Drummond complaining that there's some interference in the match, he says. And I know that he's asking you, Mauro, whether you're going to write that on your report. There was some interference in the match there by the A-Team.
I don't think Neil Drummond should really talk there, Ed. All spares, I've once said.
Look at this teamwork.
Oh, the tag was made there, Mr. Drummond.
Well done. Well, this A-Team is a real team.
They really work good together.
That's kind of hard to hold a big guy like Harley, the Knight Rider, down when you get him there.
Got to watch for his nefarious antics also. But the Frog got them locked up into an armbar of some kind, making the tag. Dropping the big elbow on his arm.
Now the Atomic Kid, I think, got a finger in his circuits there. It slowed him down a little bit.
And Harley lays a beautiful shot to the head.
There's Harley. Harley's really going to work over this Atomic Kid. That looks like a pure choke from here.
Yes, it does, Ed. Gary Allen knows it.
Well, he gets him to break at the count of 3, but he goes right back into it again. Look at this.
Good strength move on the part of Harley as he just picks up the kid and throws him back down to the canvas.
There's another one right across the throat.
Whoa, I could feel that one down here, Ed.
Well, now they're going to try trading blows. Back and forth it goes. Look at Harley. There's the tag, and here comes Mike Edwards.
As you've once labeled him, the Pillsbury Doughboy, Ed.
Pillsbury Doughboy. The fans used to really get on him for that one. Now that he's grown that beard, they don't call him that anymore.
Looks like a sausage roll now.
Now here's Edwards. And look at this atomic kid.
I hate to say it though, Ed, but as the weeks go by, Mike Edwards seems to pick up wrestling moves, and it is quite surprising, but you know, we can't really pick on him all the time. He does know a little fair share of wrestling.
There's no question he does. It's a little bit sort of like the Flowers thing, you know he's improving, but you don't have to like him.
Exactly. That'll do something for headache, won't it, Ed?
Well, over in the corner, he's going to have to try and get over, and I think he's been trying to get into his corner to tag off there with the frog, but that hasn't worked out.
And again, you get a saliva bomb into the crowd.
Well, that hurt. Getting up slowly, and Neil Drummond standing right over there with his baseball bat, but the frog comes over. Give him a hand. Drummond turns the other way. Gets back into the ring, and Edwards is right on top of him. Steps out. There's the tag.
Tag was made.
And now the frog. Doesn't look like the frog's able to do very much. Well, maybe I spoke too soon.
Whoa! Flying cross body block.
Nice moves there by the frog. Would have had it had it not been for Harley coming in there and pulling him off.
Well, actually, that was a good move by Harley coming in to save his partner, but now what's going on? Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Well, that's Harley. He's gone for a little walk around the side of the ring.
And meanwhile, the Atomic Kid and the Frog doing a number on Mike Edwards.
There they both go.
In for the pin. He put him away. The Frog and the Atomic Kid, the A-Team, pinning the Mike Edwards and Knight Rider Harley.
Well, I wouldn't have think they could have, but they did it well. I'm going to get a chance to go to ringside.